what I want to do today is just explore the extra stuff, basically. So, I mean, I guess the clip scenes... Well, what happens if I press start? Start the game from the beginning? You know, what does that mean? Is it just this? Typical, like, this stuff? Well, I don't know, there's actually one more scene here? That's weird. I thought we finished I thought this, 4-day loop was gone. Why is there still, like, a scene we can still see? That's weird. I'm gonna click on it. No signs of people, the plaza, display signs away from the world. Okay, that's weird. That doesn't really make any sense, considering that... I mean, well, let's see. Oh, okay, I think it's the same, actually. Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah, weird. I guess if you start a new game, you can still click on the Karen scenes or something, or... I don't know why. It was nighttime. There's a scene here. Did we see this scene? I don't know. I'm gonna click on it. Sister Crisis. Maybe I didn't see this scene before. I don't know. What's this? Did I click on it? Was it available before? Well, I guess we'll do this scene. Like, somehow, I mean, the whole idea is the fact that the 4-day loop has been destroyed. There's nothing left to see. But for some reason, you can go back and maybe see this one. Maybe I missed it. Maybe? I don't know. Well, I didn't visit anyone's room. Though having said that, I didn't go to sleep either. Instead, I decided to pass the time leisurely in the living room. Yes. Actually, I want to check the flag list. Yeah, flag list, everything's been completed, technically. So, An hour spent aimlessly gazing at the television. The sliding door behind me opened lightly along with the sound of soft footsteps.
失礼して、先にお風呂をいただきました。シローもどうですか？
いや、俺は最後でいいよ。特番も始まったばっかりだし、俺が入ると沸かし直しになるし。
そうですか。では、さくらたちに伝えてまいります。
The sliding door closed quietly. A refreshing citrus scent lingers. I only got a brief glimpse, but the sight of Saber with her hair down is as stunning as ever.
おかしいな。
I guess.
何考えてるんだ、俺。
Well, you don't see. I guess you just don't see Saber with her hair down very often. The very specific sprite. Or maybe the leftover sake and snacks I had earlier had gone bad. And again, it's weird because, again, these characters, they just drink alcohol, even though I believe the drinking age is 20, I think, maybe, unless I'm wrong about that. Because even if they are 18, and that's the latest age they could be, considering they're still technically high school students, unless maybe this is like a weird alternate universe where high school extends, past 18. But I don't know. Or maybe they had to, like, take extra years. I mean, that's a possibility, but... Well, dizzy from my swollen head, I lie down on the tatami mats just as the pitter-patter of the cat's feet come to a stop. Like they have to, like, repeat a year, is what I mean? Anyway. As if sensing my wicked thoughts, the cat sidles up to me with scornful eyes. Okay, where's a cat here? Oh, no. It's not a cat, it's Ilya. Go to the toilet together. I lift myself up from the floor.
それは嫌。
だよな。うなずかれてたら俺も困った。
I laughed out without care. The alcohol is incredible. I feel so much lighter at my feet than usual. Okay. Jiro's drunk for some reason. Oh no, are we gonna go to the bath for Ilya? I mean, that's what she initially wanted, I guess. Ilya tugs hard on my sleeve. Are we gonna get another bath scene? I'd rather not. I get up from lying on the floor. It's especially awkward if it's Ilya.
俺と一緒に入ると肩まで使って1まで数えさせるからな。
1? たったの1なの？風邪ひいちゃうってば。
じゃあ一人で。
誰かついててくれないと日本のバーデツィマーは勝手がよくわかんない。
Badazima. I don't even know what that is.
風呂に入らないイリアも好きだな。
Badazima.
私はそんなお兄ちゃんが嫌い。
こら君たち、さっきから何かね、その甘ったるいフィールドは。私の対石化セービングスローにも限度があるのだがね。そういう環境に配慮のない会話は3次会くらいでするように。
A stern teacher's pose. If Fujine was the first to gobble down the food, the first to plunge into the bath, and now she's holding a cold can of beer in her hand. Just who does she think she is? I've just finished washing dishes for 6 people, so I'd like it if she didn't disturb my tranquility as I leisurely enjoy the end of the day.
イリアちゃん、泊まっていってもいいけど、お風呂は一人でね。誰かと一緒なら他人の手は借りずに、天津さえ男子の手を借りるなんて。
あら、やだやだ。
Yes.
お兄ちゃんとお風呂に入ったことないから引っかんでるんだね、お兄ちゃん。
What do you mean? Do it now as oh no okay. For some reason I thought I was contradicting advice. You know, if you're gonna babe together, don't ask, just do it. I thought that's what she meant, but no, that's not what she means.
涙泣いてるのシロ。
Oh no, you triggered his PTSD.
タイがどうして鼻歌混じりにリモコンをいじってるの？
ルーズな団らん風景が突如コンクリート色に。
ごめんね。私、お兄ちゃんの PTSD ゾーンにドメスティックなバイオレンスを叩き込んじゃったんだね。
Domestic violence.
ほんとごめん。バカなイリアを許して。
俺のスポンジ返せよ。あれ取れねえ、かしいな。うわ
What was Tiger doing? She was just crying like a baby.
シローに何をしたのよ、タイガー。
Okay, look at the beer. Let's get back to the main story.
誘導時からお裾分けいただいた梨を切りましたが、皆さんどうですか？
はいビールに梨。
本当？いいじゃない。あの男にしては粋な計らいよ。
おや、リン。そうでした。リンが戻ってきていたのに、私としたことが。すぐ向きます。
いいってば。もうこっちにいらっしゃいよ、セイバー。
そうですか。しかし、火の不の実の。
一人に何個食べさせるつもり？いいから、私は 2,3 切れで。それで十分日本の秋を堪能できるわ。
果物のカロリーは心配しなくとも大丈夫だって言いますけど。
もともと気にしてないわよ。日本の旬の前にはカロリー計算なんか無粋の極みだしね。
よく言った。あとはサンマ。シロ、サンマを持て。あれ？
先生、晩ご飯食べませんでした？シロ、いつまで壁にネズミを描いているのです。梨でも食べて元気を出してください。
Hero's still depressed.
ねえお兄ちゃん、セイバーも心配してるからね。
ああ、そうだな。いつまでもくよくよしてちゃいけないよな。みんなにも迷惑だし。
He's still depressed. This is his worst PTSD, you know, because Shiro, you know, his whole character arc is this like survivor's guilt, you know, from surviving the Fuyuki fire. I guess taking a bath with Fujine is even worse. It's even more like trauma.
セイバーだけっぽいけど。もう食べてるし、私も。一体何があったのやら。
No.
ほっほっほ、梨最高。
ライダーは？
読書の秋だそうです。最近ずっと読みふけってます。
それも秋らしくて優雅ね。
ええ、後で持って行ってあげましょう。
Tohsaka seems to have really missed Japan. She has long exceeded the 2 or 3 pieces she announced earlier and is steadily shoveling them into her mouth. Nom nom nom. Beside her, Saber nervously looks at the plate, checking the remaining number of slices.
ところで、リン、ロンドンでの暮らしはいかがでしたか？
そうそう、向こうでは寮を使ったんでしょ？
それがね、いろいろトラブった挙句、アパート暮らしをする羽目になったのよ。
She got defeated by pro wrestling.
え、いきなり一人暮らし？東坂さん、危なくなかったの？
はい、特には。信頼のおけるオーナーを先方に紹介していただきましたし、場所的には治安も良かったので。
では寮を離れて、それなりに自由な時間が取れたのですか？
まさか。ごく短期とはいえ、留学生に暇なんかないわよ。むしろアパートでは自炊もしなくちゃいけないから、ほんと大変だった。
自炊？ああ、なるほど。外食を避けて費用を節約したのですね。リンらしいです。リン、セイバーは学校の話じゃなくて、ロンドンの名物料理とかの話が聞きたいんじゃない？
そうなの？
衣食住は土地を知る基本ですから。
名物料理ね。
でもいろいろと疲れてるのに家事までこなすのは大変ですよね。何か手軽なものを外食すればよかったのに。
You know, I did mention like sometimes these scenes just go nowhere. It's like Rin just talking about her life abroad. You know, cooking for herself, doing some housework. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's just like there's nothing happening. What I really want to know is like Shirou's like trauma. I guess he's just. I guess Shirou's just sulking in the corner. I imagine. Otherwise, why would we be hearing this? I don't know.
あれですね。噂？何のことですか？
噂ってのはこうでしょ？ロンドンの食事は世界一まずいっていう。
Is that true? I don't know.
それ。
それはまた不明よな。
ええ、まったく。でもね、常識で考えてみて。ロンドンだって広いのよ。変わった味覚で観光客を驚かせるような名物料理だったらともかく、一般人が日常口にする食事が食べられないほどまずかったら大変でしょ？だからそれってやっぱり噂に過ぎないわけ。
なるほど、その通りですね。
そうなんだ。
って。
何？ Zoom in?
って思っていたのよ。ロンドンで暮らし始めるまでは。
Bam! She slams her fist down onto the table, making the plate, pears, and forks jump into the air.
まずいなんてもんじゃない。あれは燃料と同じよ。ガソリンよ。胃が消化できるものなら何だっていいのよ。いいえ、消化できるだけタチが悪いわ。
Apparently food in London is really bad. I've never heard of this before. I mean, I've heard that, well, in Metal Gear Solid 3, actually, there's conversations you can have with the Major, I believe, where he talks about food, actually. He talks about rations, and he ranks, you know, types of rations that taste good. I believe, you know, like, the English, or I don't know, actually, well, like Britain, I guess.
日々の食事を楽しく美味しくしようとする脳の神経が全く一切ない。
Rin is yelling a lot, but like the rations from I guess the English don't taste all that great, you know, compared to the other rations. But anyway, that's just like a random thing. But apparently, food in general is bad in London. I never heard of that before. Like in general, isn't that where fish and chips come from, or maybe not? I don't know. London, Britain, Great Britain. I always mix everything. Like I always mix that area up. I have no idea. Like London is the city, right? It's like the capital, is it? I don't know. I don't know. Or is that England? I have no idea. I'm horrible when it comes to geography. Is that really so? I wouldn't think such an unskillful people exist, though.
なんだ、トサカ。ほら、向こうには有名なフィッシュ&チップスが。
Yeah, fish and chips. You know, when I think, you know, the English in the European continent, I think fish and chips. So.
それならファストフードのハンバーガーぐらい美味しいんじゃ。
心が広いのね、エミヤくん。でもね、私に毎日朝昼晩白身魚の揚げ物を食えっていうの？
Sure, why not?
丼山盛り一杯のフライドポテトと一緒に。ああ、もうコーラでも飲まないと流し込めるか、あんなジャンク。
A severe earthquake erupts inside the living room. And then this red girl back from London boldly, swiftly, and forcibly snatches the beer from Fujine's hand.
ダメよ、遠坂さん。それはビールじゃないけど、私秘蔵の変な色した変な味の輸入物清涼飲料。
変な色に変な味って何ですか、先生。
Okay, that was a drinking animation, I guess. They literally zoomed in on her elbow and made it look like she's drinking. Okay.
おお、言い伝えは誠じゃった。一体誰があの国の食文化をあんな風に荒廃させてしまったのでしょう。
I feel like this is such an insult to people from London. I don't know. Is that? I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard like food in particular being like amazing, but I've never heard like food being bad.
それわかる人多分少ない。
As her killing intent spreads, Tohsaka's glaring eyes turn toward the blankly staring natural born Englishwoman. Yes. I mean, Saber's from there. Tohsaka vents her anger on Saber.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。よくわかりませんが許してください。
Interesting. Well, we always see her in this, like, I don't know, what do you even call this, like, art style? Reminds me of Street Fighter 4, I believe it's the fourth one, you know, where one has like 3D models and they do like a weird like special attack where they turn their like animations into like you know, like a paintbrush, not really paintbrush, like a Japanese style like ink brush or whatever. Just interesting that there's a version where she's the other way around. Normally she's always punching us from the front, but now we were watching her from behind. Amazing. Anyway, Saber repents for her groundless sin.
姉さん、そんなに帰ってきたのが嬉しいのね。
Inexplicably, the younger sister Sakura is moved to tears.
バカね。そんなの自業自得じゃない。シェフも連れずに外国に行ったんだから、ストレスが溜まるのも当たり前でしょ。
Ah yes, Ilya being rich as always, just saying those things. And thus the young Iceborn lady nonchalantly makes a remark befitting of the rich. Eat the rich.
本当にもう勘弁してください。いいえ、許さん。あなたたち英国人に対して今、万感の思いを込めて鉄槌を下しておかないと、後の世に恨まれるってものよ。これでもか、この胃袋原人め。ギギー。
Okay. Transforming into a spirit of vengeance, Tohsaka lunges towards Saber. However, in the blink of an eye, her joints are twisted into a double-arm lock as she's held down on the floor cushion. The fact that she doesn't stop struggling even then is just like her.
いやー、楽しくなってまいりました。こうでなくっちゃね。
Right now, my stress is like an economic bubble about to pop.
シロ、目がお
The
寺
market's gonna crash.
そうだね。日本料理って素晴らしいよね。
変なの。
Ilya pulled the dish of pears in front of me and then comfortably sat down between my outstretched legs with a satisfied look.
おい、イリア。
お兄ちゃん、はい、あーん。
Nani?
おろ
Uh-huh. Suddenly, Saber is sitting formally at the table.
イリアスフィール、待ちなさい。
あ
It's the waifu wars.
あ
Ilya forcefully shoves a pear into my mouth that had stiffened halfway open.
ー、何セイバー。
私の忍耐にも限度があります。
Anti-petrification saving. Again, I don't know what that is a reference to, but alright. That was fast. Hayai. Sakura follows up while sipping her tea with downcast eyes.
そうですね。今、ある種の休戦協定が音を立てて破られました。
Is that how it works? It was like a ceasefire, you know? Like Shiro having like a big old harem. They had like a ceasefire so that they wouldn't like fight over him or something.
ええ、ガシャーンと。
何どうしたの？何があったの？ティン、パンツ擦れてる。え、やだ、嘘！
そういう問題ではありません。
Fujine bangs the plate with her chopsticks.
チャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャン。
Apparently, with a few screws loose after all those beers, Taiga gleefully performs her own musical number. Still leaning her back against me, Ilya keeps tossing slice after slice into my mouth.
別に私は専用ルートがないのを根に持ってるわけじゃないの。
Which is funny because Ilya was supposed to have a route in Fate Stay Night, but it was cancelled, so.
なんといってもスキンシップは妹の特権だもの。逆に言うならこれはお兄ちゃんのアイデンティティ確立のためにも必要なことよ。
アイデンティティと。その程度のイベント発生。私にも造作のないこと。
それはどうかしら。だったらご自由にどうぞ。私だって強量な人間だなんて言われたくないし。
Ding! Saber's wavy strand of hair locks onto me. Okay.
シロ、そのままそこを動かずに。動くと危険です。
Oh no.
ラジャー。
Gulping, Saber shuffles along towards me bit by bit. Following her instructions, I remain sitting still with my legs thrown out, looking like an idiot. She jerkily turns her back toward me as if moving something heavy, grips the hem of her skirt, and after exerting the maximum amount of effort once more, begins to sit down. Saber's bottom gradually gets closer. You see.
最後のあーんまででワンアクションよ。
Unable to bear it any longer, Saber darts towards the opposite end of the room. With her arms and legs spread out against the wall, she shakes her head. Okay.
ダメだ。そのようなバニラスポンジシロップがけのごとき蛮行、私にはとても。許してください、シロ。
いや、そんなことはない。セイバーは精一杯やったよ。感動した。
What are they trying to do? They're trying to sit on like Shiro's lap and feed him pears?
やま
I guess it's just very hard to do.
デレが足りないわよね。で、次は誰？さくらちゃん言っとく？
はい、もちろん。私は平気です。設定上も性格上も明確に妹的存在ですから。
Ah, yes, she's also the childhood friend, you know. Upon saying that, Sakura quietly folds her knees and sits between my legs. Turning to face me, she offers a pear slice in one fluid motion.
はい、
While being watched intently by these 5 ladies, the pear is tasteless.
おー、 いかがですか先輩。お兄様。
お兄様。
ごぱ、お兄様ですと？
いかがと申されましても。
客観的な立場からいいかしら。
はい、東坂外務大臣。
率直に言わせてもらうと、母の日の肩たたき券。東坂先輩、ひどい。
Burying her face in Saber's chest, Sakura sobs in anguish. They all turn to chibis.
ロンドンに帰りなさい。
はっきりしたようね。私こそが妹の中の妹、獅子の中の獅子王、クイーンじゃなかった、プリンセス・オブ・シスターよ。だから日常描写の範囲内で好きなだけベタベタしていいのね、お兄ちゃん。
And then Ilya dies. Ilya was diving towards me, but was halted and pulled back midair.
聞き捨てなりませんね、イリアスフィール。
未練がましいわ、セイバー。妹の何たるかも知らないあなたは黙ってなさい。
しっけえな。わかります、わかりますとも。妹といえば私、私といえば妹。かつて妹キングとすら呼ばれたこの私です。
芋プリじゃないの
Leaving aside the whole king of younger sisters thing, Saber should have an older stepbrother then. If so, then certainly she would become a younger sister, I guess. Imouto?
待ってください。世界で一番最初に先輩をお兄ちゃんと呼んだのはこの私です。
だっけ？
でも、だし、それは。なーに？お姉ちゃん？設定の矛盾でも発見したの？
No, what's happening? Tohsaka trembles as her entire body is covered in goosebumps.
お姉ちゃんをお姉ちゃんって呼んでいいのもこの私ね。
Her existence is fading.
お姉ちゃん具合が悪いの？
She's all wobbly.
ねえ、お姉ちゃんったら。
Rin wriggles away like a caterpillar, with Sakura pursuing her all the way to the end of the hallway. Sometimes I get the feeling that Sakura is the scariest thing in the world. The second scariest is Saber's appetite.
さあ、気を取り直して。お遊びはこれまで。
Is she trying to imply that things will be different from this point onwards?
みんなの気持ちは分かったわ。揃いも揃って一歩も引かぬといういじましさはどうかと思うけど、このままチューブラリンというのは私も寝つきが悪いし。
What are they trying to prove?
よって今夜ここに第1回エミヤ家イモキング争奪杯秋場所を開催します。
望むところです。
Why? Did I drink too much alcohol, or have I fallen asleep and am watching a bad dream? The expressions of all those present in the living room are unusually tense. Wait, what's with this disastrous scene on the table? What the hell were they thinking, drinking so much? Oh, it's a bit of a mess now. What type is the? There's beer, there's wine. Now there's probably other different. This is probably sake, I imagine. This is some other kind of like alcohol. This one's like, I imagine whiskey, maybe.
さてさてさて、司会はこの私、東坂凛。解説は藤村部屋親方、藤村大河さんです。よろしくお願いします。
ごっちゃんです。
Koro's your favorite? Or Ilya's cool, but Koro? Oh, do you mean Kuro? You know, Kuro? Not Koro, it's Kuro, I believe, right? Isn't it? Isn't that from that Magical Girl spin-off?
また一応聞いておくんだけど、俺の意思は。
は？
ちゃんこ？
Sumo stew?
そう、 そうね。別にシローがどなたかを素敵チョイスしてくださってもいいのよ。はい、どうぞ。
どうぞって。すみませんでした。
物分かりが良くて助かるわ。
I swear she was gonna go like or something like that, but I guess not.
ではまず最初の一番は妹的エピソード。これこそ妹の証。全国のお兄ちゃんをジーンとさせる温かいエピソードを持つ方、どうぞ。
Huh? Okay, this is gonna be a thing. This is just gonna be a thing. They're full of waifus, yes, and they all want to be Shiro's like little sister. I don't know. Guess they're all drunk.
物心ついてより寝食を共にした兄君がおりました。名をケイと申します。
Or maybe, well, I mean, I guess they're trying to be like the best sister, not necessarily Shiro's sister, but I don't know.
長じて後、私はもらわれ好みで、兄君は義兄であったと真相を知らされました。育ての親をとはいえ、その瞬間まで私はケイを実の兄と信じておりましたし、やがて新たな関係が築かれ、互いの立場が移り変わっても敬愛の念はいささかも減じるものではありませんでした。
美しき兄弟愛と呼べよ
う。それでセイバーはどんな弟だったの？
弟？
言い間違えたわ。どんな妹だった？
兄君の付き人です。
付き人？道理でセラみたいに口やかましいんだわ。
あなたにかける執念に関してはセラに譲ります。それはともかく、私がまだ幼き頃、兄君とそして養父殿は武芸の鍛錬を共にする修行相手であり、騎士としての規範を学ぶ教師でした。
Okay, I mean, I guess it's kind of like sort of like backstory for Saber as well.
もちろん遠出をするともなれば、私が兄の馬を引き、武技や糧食を携えてまいりました。
Well, she's like a squire, you know.
剣の腕はどっちが上だった？
それは私です。
でしょう？よかった。セイバーちゃんより強い剣士がそんな世の中ポコポコいられちゃたまんないもの。
じゃあお兄さんは大したことないのね。
なんだ。
しかし私は一度も兄君を打ち負かしたことがありません。
ってどういうこと？
兄君と勃剣を交えると、なぜか最後には必ず口論となりました。そして試合には勝利しながら、勝負においては敗北を喫しているという格好に。
You watched the Prisma Ilya in class? Well, I don't know. You should. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
私が一方的に開催を叫ぶということはまずありませんでした。
Personally, I don't think you should be distracted, you know. And I'm saying this as a 24-year-old, but like, you should focus on your studies, you know. You shouldn't watch anime, you gotta listen to teachers and do your homework, but I don't know.
例えば、鞘を捨てたお前の負けだとか、とどめを刺してもいないのに勝った気になるなとか。
そんなのはまるで序の口です。
Well, to be honest, how would you even watch anime in class? I mean, I guess like a phone, which is weird to me when I was in like, I guess high school maybe. I didn't like have a phone to like watch anything on. So how would you? I mean, maybe a laptop, but I don't know. In my day, we just did everything with pen and paper. So I don't think I had like any electronics. Yeah, use your phone. Well, yeah, that's weird to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, but like bringing phones to class. That's crazy to me.
はは、直角寸前の屈折ね。
Everyone in your high school watch anime on your laptop? Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Personally, maybe I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just a big old nerd, but I feel like you shouldn't be distracted watching anime in class. You should like listen to the lessons and stuff or iPads. Oh, okay, well. Either way. should focus on getting a good grade, you know. You shouldn't be distracted watching anime. You should watch anime on your free time after you finish your work, but, well, whatever. I
口論で兄を打ち負かせた
mean,
者
that's what
は
I did.
一人もおりません。兄以上に口の立つ騎士を私は知らない。
それってすごいの？なぜか騎士感が。同感。お兄さん、もしかして天パ？
Curly hair?
なるほど。セーバーちゃんの雄弁技能はお兄ちゃん譲りってことね。
いいえ、私など兄君には到底及びません。さあ K にかかればカリウスで呆れて飛び返ると歌われたほどの饒舌ぶりなのですから。
Shocking fire dragons? Like, literally like thunder from his hands, or?
ああ、それは助かったな。
Or maybe just intimidating them.
何を言いますしろ。その才覚こそが祭りごとに必要であったと後に嫌というほど思い知らされたのです。私に対してはあの人はもっぱら苦言続きでした。
Strict and frank advice. Again, well, I don't know. I don't want to be like, be on a tangent, but I don't know. Again, if you watch anime in class, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's up to you, I guess. But like, I feel like, especially when you're like in university or college, or no, maybe in the workplace, it's good to build good habits, because if you like, even if you get good grades in school and everything, that might not really translate into the real world if you don't have good habits in the first place. But I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'm being too strict, just like her brother.
頭上がらなかったんだ。
Just like Saber's stepbrother, Sir K.
野戦のやりくりなど私はまるで増えてですから。そこへ行くとあの人は釘一本すら無駄にしません。全面的に信頼を置いて後陣を任せられたのはさあ K を置いて他におりません。
口が悪くてケチで弱っちい人か。
That's quite an insult.
違います、イリアスピール。弁舌が立ち管理能力に優れ自らの技量をわきまえた方です。
そういうの詭弁っていうのよ。
無理が通れば道理が引っ込みます。
Rain whispers to Saber.
で、ケイはあなたを女の子だって気づいてたの？
それはさすがに寝食を共にしたのですから。しかしマーリンからも固く口止めされておりましたので、秘密は生涯守り通してくださりました。その K が、いえ、兄君が一度だけ私が風邪をひいて寝込んでしまった時に。
Okay, typical. Yeah. Isn't that the anime trope? The nursing event. Amazing. The circle of female members tightens closer. What's with this feeling of alienation?
養母様も家を外さなくてはならず、雨の降りしきる日の家に私と兄君の二人きりでした。
それで
And again, well, this is kind of like, I don't know what the word is. A gripe, I guess?
続けて。
Like, again, we're like, you know, it's supposed to be funny and everything, and we're learning about her backstory and everything, but it's like Saber just telling us this story. Like, I talked about this after the main plot was over, but like, you know, it's again another like example of just her just telling the story to us instead of like just showing us the scene. You know, I kind of want to see like what this like her brother looked like. You know, how does she react? You know, actually like in the past. You know, I'd rather have like a flashback rather than just her telling us a story. But I don't know.
は？それはどのような行為ですか？
Kissu? Why are you kissing your brother? Ilya has strange ideas about brother and sister relationships.
なるほど。それをあの人が聞けば、いっそ毛虫に接吻してやった方が気分が優れると答えたでしょう。
なるほど。どういう人か分かった気がする。
ケイは言いました。お前に今死なれたりすると、俺がいろいろと面倒だ。だから早く良くなるがいい。その代わり、今日は何でも言うことを聞こう。
Saber needs to talk about Mordred, yeah. Was Mordred ever even mentioned? I think in Fate Stay Night she mentioned it briefly. I don't think she ever mentioned Mordred in this game, actually, Ataraxia. She never mentioned it ever again.
私は何もいらないと申したのですが、食い下がるので、では夢を見たいと言いました。
Which kind of reminds me, because Mordred is in Fate Go, for example. It's like she's an actual character, and as well as the Knights of the Round Table. But I guess Sir Kay is not really like a character in the Knights of the Round Table, so he's not really like an actual servant.
また無茶を言うわね。
しかし兄君は一言、分かったと言い残して部屋を出て行きました。翌朝、私の枕元に手製の木彫りの人形がありました。それは獅子というよりは犬と猫の愛の子のような出来栄えでしたが、それでも私はとても嬉しかった。風邪が治ってから私は兄君に感謝を伝えました。おかげで草原を駆け巡る子獅子の夢を見ることができたと。ところが兄君はそれを大層いぶかしまれました。私は下手な気遣いで兄君を怒らせてしまったかと狂々としていたのですが、むしろ兄君は自分の木彫りの腕前にショックを受けたようでした。兄君は悲しそうに言いました。
Oh, there wasn't a lion?
そんなはずはない。俺が掘ったのはネズミすら仕留められない。
Oh, it was a lion.
老獅子のはずだ。
It's not a lion cub, I guess. I don't know. Holding her stomach, Tosa collapses in laughter. Isn't that funny? I don't know. She's too lively.
じゃあ自分の掘ったライオンが夢の中でセーバーちゃんを襲ったりしないか心配だったの？
おそらく。
かわいいお兄さんじゃない。
おかしい。さくら、今度あなたが風邪ひいて寝込んだら何を掘りましょうか。死にかけの猫、それとも豚？
Maybe a dying worm. What, a dying Nissan? 何？
セイバーの家はぬいぐるみの一つも買えなかったのね。
ええ、製品に甘んずる武器でしたから。
Honorable poverty. I don't know about that. Okay, another one.
次は失礼して私が。
I guess this scene might be a little bit long because we're gonna go through every single one, I guess.
話はマト真嗣こと
Oh,
私の兄さんとの
I
話
don't, I don't
なんで
wanna,
すけれど。
I don't wanna hear Mato Shinji.
またまた。一日にそんな2度も3度も美談を聞かされたら奥歯が溶けちゃう。
You talking about Fate Carnival? Well, how was it again? Those two spin-off animes. Those like comedic slice of life animes. What is it? Like Carnival Phantasm, right? I think I watched that. And also like Dinner at Emiya's Residence or something. Those two like spin-off animes. I don't think I watched the Carnival Phantasm. I don't think I watched the cooking one. Only because there were some spoilers. Actually, I saw some spoilers on the first few episodes, so I wanted to stop and go through this visual novel first before I watched the cooking anime. Actually, and I believe a few of those scenes from those animes actually come from Hollow Ataraxia, as far as I know. I think, but Sakura gazed at Rin with a deeply puzzled expression.
美談？いや、ごめんなさい。
I'm gonna hear it. And so, the childhood story of Sakura and everyone's idol Shinji-kun sweeps through like a storm, leaving all of us numb and lifeless. It basically just trauma and horrible, things just happened to her entire life. Well, thanks to my daily immunization to it, my wounds were comparatively light, but the others seemed to have taken some heavy damage.
というわけで、真の妹の通るべき道、ロード・オブ・ザ・シスターというものをお分かりいただけたでしょうか。
Suffering, yes, of course.
徳川家康が頭をよぎったわ。竹千代悲惨。
私は八甲田山死の雪中行軍かな。
すみませんでした、さくら。いつから平成残酷物語に切り替わったのか気づきませんでした。
妹の話をしたんですけど。
じゃあイリアちゃん期待してるわよ。口直しになるようなすっきり爽やかなやつを一つ。
I kind of want to. It's funny that they skipped it, I guess. I kind of want to hear Sakura's story, more than Saber's story. Because we know Shinji. I hate Shinji, obviously, but at least it's about a character that we know instead of like just some random character that we don't really know. But I don't know.
私はお兄ちゃんがいたらいいなって昔から思ってた。
それだけ？
That's all. She never had a older brother until now, I guess. Coworker asked you where to start in the Fate series. I mean, there's probably like a chart, that shows you what to watch and everything, depending on what you want to like watch. Obviously, there's the visual novels, but if they're like an anime watcher only, there's also order to that, I guess. Waving a tray as a substitute for a military fan, Rin points at Saber. Now Saber bows solemnly at the plate of pears Fujine holds out and receives her prize. Yeah, if you're watching anime, then I mean, there's always like, I guess debate on whether or not you should watch Fate Zero first, and then the Unlimited Blade Works by UFO Table, and then the Heaven's Feel movies, I guess. But I mean that's the chronological order. But Fate Zero technically is like a sequel prequel, even though it takes like before Fate Stay Night. I feel like you can watch it after or before. Really, it doesn't really matter. You can just watch Fate Zero and then the Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel. If you're following the visual novels, though, you could just read the Fate Stay Night, go through the routes, and Fate Hollow Ataraxia, and that's basically the source material.
よかった。おめでとう、セイバー。
Blade Works was the alternative version? Well, I mean, okay, I'm kind of explaining the Fate like series, but like it goes Fate Zero, which is like a spin-off technically of like Fate Stay Night, which was a prequel. Fate Stay Night had 3 routes in the original visual novel. It had Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel. Fate has never been adapted by a good studio. It technically has been adapted, but it's by Studio Dean, which is like really bad. A lot of people say, and it's kind of like it mixed up all the other routes all together, so it's like a really confusing story. So technically, the Fate route was never really adapted, at least in a proper way. But usually people recommend you to watch the UFO Table version, which is a very good studio. They animate a lot of like Fate anime. You should watch Unlimited Blade Works first, and then the Heaven's Feel movies, which has like 3 parts, I think, and the 3rd part hasn't been released yet, so you have to wait for that, I guess.
引き落としです。
私は
Yeah, Lancer dies in every route. Oh, that's a spoiler actually, but I mean, well, if anyone's like technically like, in the future, if anyone watching this VOD, at this point, it's not really a spoiler, I guess, because, Hollow Ataraxia is kind of like the latest, chronological wise.
一応お尋ねしますけど、私はさくらはもろだし
Wait, what's happening? I got distracted. I don't know what's going on actually. What's going on? It's technically Saber 1 and then frontal pull down attack? Nani?
そんな決まり手はありません。
ないの？
Naked Dark Sakura.
エミヤ家イモキング争奪杯。早くも2日目を迎えました。
Number 2, there's more.
ちょんまげ。
まだ相撲ネタで引っ張るのか。
黒桜。
Kudo Sakura. It's actually if I had to like pick a favorite, character, I mentioned this before, but Kudo Sakura, Dark Sakura is probably my favorite.
はい。
We don't see much of
気
her.
持ちを切り替えて
Only saw like one like comedy scene of her in Hollow Ataraxia. I want to see more, but I guess
次の話
not.
題は妹的したいされたいでは私が
Saber, caught off guard, begins to calmly stand up when Sakura slams her in the back of the knees and comes to the front.
先ほどうやむやにされたのまだ納得いかないんですけ
We
ど
saw a glimpse of Dark Sakura actually.
わかりましたさくらレディーファーストで
Ladies first. I mean, you're all ladies,
そ
but
れなら私もいっぱいあるのに
it was now survival of the fittest, with a deadly feud between younger sisters. Saber is flustered as if struck by sorcery. So slamming people in the back of the knees still hadn't been invented during the feudal ages, huh?
もしもお兄様がいたらしたいことそれはあんたもう兄も姉も両方いるじゃん遠坂先輩は黙っていてください忌まわしい過去を召してでもお兄様にして差し上げたいことそれは結婚を控えての小旅行です
Getting married,
また法律を犯そうとする輩がここにいるよ
is that a normal thing to do?
枝物だってば
Normal thing to do with your onisamas?
さくらの言ってるのは違くない
他の殿方と結ばれる直前に兄弟水入らずで旅行ということでしょうか
Or is that what she means? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Sort of.
ご名答ですセイバーさん
I thought she meant marrying the brother, I guess. Osaka appears into the two small circles she made with her fingers.
旅先ではまるで子供の頃に戻ったみたいにはしゃいで最後の夜にお兄様の広い背中に寄り添いながらこうつぶやくんですこのまま朝が来なければいいのに私結婚したくない
Ah, yeah, so is that kind of plot?
いつまでもずっとお兄様だけの妹でいたい
切なお姉ちゃんちょっとポロリときたわ
そこはほろりです藤村先生で結婚式ではさっそうと乗り込んでくるお兄様と手に手を取って卒業しちゃうんですけどね
Incest ending? Okay.
そんな現実逃避行はけしからん通報
あ、そうなのいけないのそりゃまずいでしょバッドエンドは
Battle end. Incest end. You
ま
lose.
た会えると分かっていても家族との別れは辛いものです
というかこの場合絶縁者だけど
What's that melody?
これはサイモンとガーファンクルのあまりにも有名なメロディー何を隠そう教育実習の現場でこの詩を跳躍し電波系コミックソングを降臨させてしまったトラウマがあるのよ
先生それ面白すぎますそれじゃあ次はイリア行ってみよっかちょっと待ってセイバー先にいいよ
分かりましたではもし私が妹として振る舞うことが許されたならその時に私がしたいことは兄君からダンスを教わることでしょうか
ダンスとな
ってことは古典舞踊ねへえ興味あるわ
古典舞踊
Well, dancing of all things. Is that the nightmare of most young men? There's no way I could escort Saber in dancing. Don't know how to dance?
やっぱりあれか。サテンのドレスとか純白スーツで着飾ってシャンデリアの眩しい舞踏会場に乗り
You know,
付けたりし
just do the waltz, you know? It's like box steps.
シロはイメージ
Like a
貧
box.
困ねお姉ちゃんとして恥ずかしいわ
うるさいな、いいじゃんか。男にもこういうのロマンなんだよ。こんな風に さあ、お姫様。どうかこの俺と一緒に踊っていただけますか？
I put on my hand jokingly, but it is quickly grasped.
はい。喜んで。
She stands up and respectfully bows, and then everything turns white. Oh no. Tohsaka and the others widen their eyes in amazement. My ears turn red hot. For a moment, my heart races as I'm immersed in the elated feeling of stepping into a real ballroom. I can almost swear I hear an orchestra in full swing.
ちょっとセイバ
But then Saber grips me tightly as if doing a judo arm lock. Yes. And then
ー。
does a judo slam. Just as I say that, I'm swung around and fall flat onto the floor.
そんな少女のようになよついては踊れませんよ。
Is that... She did CQC. Lying on the floor, I look up at Saber.
信玄。俺のイメージだと、ダンスってのは甘ったるいカクテルとか、でなきゃ綿菓子とかなんだが。
私に言わせれば、厚切り肉と黒エールですね。
木のジョッキで？
何を悠長なことを。ダンスならば、樽から直接に決まっています。
Oh, yes. It sounds like a bar. Like a tavern, you know, in medieval fantasy. I wonder if Saber was actually king of Vikings or something.
いいなセーバーちゃん。まるでお祭りね。
その通りです。ランチキ騒ぎと言ってもいい。シローが指しているのは、上流階級の間で洗練されて、芸術の域まで達した舞踊でしょう。ですが、私のいた地では、ダンスは民のものでした。そやな娯楽です。高貴な身分の者が踊ったりするのははばかられました。
じゃあセイバーは全然踊れないの？
儀礼的な剣舞であれば私にもたしなみはありますが、それはあくまで儀式ですから。民の楽しむような荒々しいダンスは踊れるかといえば確かに踊れますが、
言うなれば盆踊りみたいなものでしょ？誰でもすぐに覚えられる単純な振り付けの。
盆踊り。
Bonodori.
夏のお祭りのあれですね。
Isn't it that thing, you know, in anime? I mean, this is, again, I'm such a weeb because I learned, like, Japanese culture from anime, but, like, isn't it the one where you, like, you know, dance around like a bonfire?
そうです。
That always happens in
テ
anime.
ンポや身振りの激しさこそ異なりますが、和気あいあいとした雰囲気はよく似ています。そういった中にも素晴らしい踊り手はおりました。見応えある目に留まらぬ足さばきで娘たちを魅了したものです。
それってテニスでキャーキャー騒がれてるみたいな感覚なのかな？
ええ、きっとそうです。そうした達者な兄君の手ずから踊りを教わるのはきっと楽しいことだと思うのです。
テニスで想像すればなんとなくわかりますけど、今一つ考えが湧きにくいですね。そうかな。セイバーらしくていいと思うけど。
どっちにしても俺には無理だ。
Amazed, Fujine crosses her arms in exaggerated fashion.
今私の英国感は大きく揺らぎつつありまする。セーバーちゃんの故郷って一体全体いかなる秘境か人外魔境？あれかい？アーミッシュみたいなとこかいの？
I mean, sort of. In the sense that she comes from the past. Saber instinctively looks to Tohsaka for help.
そんなもんです。あんまり追求すると辛いもの好きな黒ずくめの怖い人たちがやってきて消されますよ。
The Yakuza? I mean, well, isn't Tiger from the Yakuza? Well, she's not from the Yakuza. She's like affiliated with the Yakuza. So, I mean, I don't know.
奴らとやり合うのはもうごめんよ。
Not again.
さすが藤村先生、経験あるんですね。
Experience indeed. She's one step short of being Yume, an unidentified mysterious animal after all. Or actually, I guess it's not really a reference to Yakuza, more so a reference in the Men in Black, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
さて、
I
お待たせ
guess
しました。イリアスフィール。
I guess Fujine is like a SCP, maybe.
私の番ね。もういっぱい考えたわ。私はね、 兄ちゃんと一緒に買い物したり、ご飯を用意してる横からつまみ食いしたり、テレビを見ながら夜更かししたり。
I mean, that's what Ilya already had. She already does that with Shiro, I guess.
公園の散歩で大きいワンコにじゃれつかれたところを助けてもらったり、雨の日には傘で迎えに来てもらったり、それからイリア。お、それって今でもしてない？割と毎日。
Except the dog. We don't have a dog.
羨ましい。
Ilya puffs up her chest unabashedly.
勝負ござった。
Oh, Sakura won. Tohsaka brandishes the tray again. I guess Ilya just never wins.
でも頭に黒ってつけるのやめてください。
Kuru Sakura.
じゃあサク
Shadow Sakura.
黒でいいです。決まり手は浴びせ倒し。すごい浴びせ倒し。
I don't know if it was before, but they're making an even bigger mess on the floor now. Those beer cans.
さくらもやりますね。
さーて、両大関ともに1勝1敗のまま千秋楽へともつれ込みました。
私は
イリアちゃんは全く相手にされてませんね。地方巡業中のお相撲さん公開稽古でスポポーイと軽くいなされちゃう少年力士レベル？
私力士じゃないわ。
藤村部屋の明日を担う少女力士として回しに狂気忍ばせるくらいの気概を期待しております。
そんなの開かないってば。
いいからちゃんこを食え。
さて、各選手いい感じで熱が上がってきた模様ですが、勝負はこれでラスト、大詰めです。
Okay, will it finally be over after this?
最後の勝負は妹的決め台詞。
A signature phrase. I mean, I imagine maybe this will be short?
萌えこそ未来の最有望エネルギー源。被験者の脳に密かに埋め込まれたアドレナリンカウンターの最高値を叩き出せ。
Implanted.
難しいですね。人の3倍は鈍感な先輩をもってしても致命傷を狙える決め台詞なんて。ねえ、セリフで人が死ぬの？はい。
Yes,
時には。
I guess. More importantly, you revealed your true thoughts just now, didn't you, Sakura-san? Sakura-san.
さすがに手こずっているよね、皆の衆。けど飼育タイムはここまで。まずはそうね、セイバーからどうぞ。
Saber, having lost the last round, falls to one knee, deep in thought. A bead of sweat rolls down her forehead. She seems to be really agonizing over this. It's frightening how serious she's taking this. Then her eyes suddenly widen.
妹の王たるもの、その心得とは。
It'll be the equivalent of a noble phantasm, maybe.
もうしょうがないですね、お兄様は。ではないでしょうか。
Plays the sound effect. For Excalibur.
ダメ、死にそう。強引にキャラを作ってまで。いかがですか、親方。
そうっすね。軽い軽蔑で押し攻めたところを忍ばせた愛情で体を開いて叩き込み、兄を土俵に這わせる一手でした。安定した形のいい技です。
なるほど。ではでは、真打ちイリア城は残して、さくら。どうせ私は前座です。刺身の妻です。野球中継の CM です。汚れです。さくらです。私は真の妹とか究極の妹とかそういうのいいんです。誰かのたった一人の妹でさえあれば。だから 過去の全てを忘れさせてくれる唯一無二のお兄様がいてくだされば。だから
I can't believe Rin is dead.
泣かないで、怖がらないで、逃げないで。私はいつもそばにいる。
That's not a little sister phrase, that's a yandere phrase.
さっきとは違った。怖い。これは怖いわ。どうなんでしょう、親方。
いやー、豪快っすね。超重量級ならではの攻めです。差し伸べられた手を逃さず決めて抱え上げ、そのまま土俵外までお持ち帰りです。
Again, this whole time I guess Fujimura is just referencing sumo, even though I don't get half the references because I don't really know much about sumo. But all right.
あと七五調の必要はゼロと。つい。予想以上の爆弾呪文の連続で息苦しくなってきましたが、司会の使命を全うしたいと思います。はい、それじゃあ鳥をお願いね、イリア。鳥？フィナーレ、エンドマーク、要するにクライマックス。私がお兄ちゃんに言いたいのは
She freezes, deep in thought. And then she turns to tone. I guess Ilya is the one person here who is the weakest at giving speeches. And then the silence, which was like an overtime that would continue until early dawn the next day, was broken as someone smoothly interrupts.
もしも生まれを選べるのなら、
Writer.
妹なんているものか。お粗末でした。
Oh. I guess that kind of makes sense for Ryder. She was like, she has her sisters, right? Stand on Uriel. And she really did not like being the younger sister, I guess. Well, swish, the sliding door closes and footsteps can be heard getting further down the hall.
いたの？ライダー。
さっきスルーッと入ってきてコーヒー入れてたわね。
She was reading this whole time, I guess.
気づかなかった。
あ、やられた。梨が根こそぎ。
Saber shouts out of his staring down in enemy
い
country.
や、分けてあげるんじゃないのか。
誰がそのようなことを。貴重なつまみは参加している者の特権です。
Saying that, Saber empties her drink, which isn't water, in one breath.
仕方ない。イリアは来年までの宿題ね。来年って待ってよ。私の番なんだから私が言うの。
大丈夫だよ、イリア。焦らなくても。
何よ、シロはもっと焦ってよ。そんな発言でいいの？違うってば、これから言うんだから。
No, what is it?
いくわよ。せーの。お兄ちゃんが好き。頭のハゲたおじさんになっても。
Yes, now just imagine Shiro being bald.
ぐうたらのおデブさんになっても。ヨボヨボのおじいちゃんになっても。お墓に入っても。
Even after you turn to a corpse? I mean, that actually makes sense. In Fate Stay Night, she literally killed Shiro a few times.
ずっと私が一番大好き。これはまた直球な。
怒涛の押し出しね。さすがにちょっと心配になってきたかな、お姉ちゃんは。だってシロよ。
何が言いたいのか、フジネーは。
はい、それじゃあシロ、ファイナルアンサー。エミヤくん、あなたここまで引っ張ってそんな「え？」とか「まあまあみんな仲良くしようね」とか「俺は博愛主義なんだ」てへなんてハーレム発言で
Harem phrase.
逃げられるとでも？
俺が決める？
But you can't.
そうよ、誰がエミヤ的シスターなのか決断なさい。
Don't you know in all animes with a harem, the main character can't choose, you know, until maybe the very end, but usually not, because we want to, because the whole tension is the fact that he doesn't choose anyone. That's the point.
私の安眠のためにこの際ライダーでもいいから。
Even though originally, I guess, you know, a lot of harem anime are based off of dating sims, you know, and in the dating sims, like visual novels, I guess, you do get to choose as the character, but obviously in an anime, you can't really do that, because then you'll be, like, stuck on one route, and how do you do that? Like, how do you, like... I'd imagine, you know, like a lot of like animes adapted from dating sims for like a harem and everything, where you get choices. How do you like please everyone, right? So that's probably where it came from, you know, in an anime that is like based on the harem. You try to please everyone by not choosing anyone at all, actually. Well, what is this? Did we just go back to where we started? Wait, Tohsaka, you're just having fun at my expense, aren't you? As I hesitate to speak, Ilya starts clenching her fists in front of me. She's really getting fired up. This is gonna be difficult. Oh, I guess Saber's dead. With that grunt, Saber topples down to the floor.
Saber-chan?
イリアのフォースがここまで強大に育っていたとは。この私も不覚を取りました。さくら、あなたも何か感じるはずです。
私も
While collapsed on the floor, Saber looks up and stares intently at Sakura.
そういえば脇腹のあたりが何やらムズムズと。
Okay, they're gonna give it to Ilya, I guess.
イリアさん、あなた何をしたの。
Bleh. Sakura collapses suddenly as well, her hair spreading over the table. I've become a bit worried about her expert acting.
完全勝利。悪は滅びた。お兄ちゃんは渡さない。
As soon as she makes that declaration, Ilya dives into my chest once more. Surveying the living room littered with corpses, she gives a satisfied smile. I can't believe everyone is dead.
イリアちゃん、恐るべし。ある意味、手段を選ばない攻撃だわ。
勝者の特権としてお兄ちゃんはお風呂で私の体を流すこと。
それはダメです。
不許可です。
In the blink of an eye, Saber and Sakura rise to their feet. They've become zombies.
死んでなさい、このゾンビども。復活なんて反則だわ。
あなたがそれを言いますか。
Hidden behind the wall of three sisters have started an uproar. Tohsaka is trying to hold back her laughter. Damn it, Tohsaka, you stupid producer, I guess. Producer-san?
そうよね。本当はライダーがいいとは言えないわよね。
誰がだ、まったく。まあ、ライダーはあんなこと言ってたけど、そうだな。俺、生まれるんだったら、本当は弟が良かったかな、なんて。一世とか見てるとさ、何うなずいてんだ、トサカ。
やっぱりね。
やっぱりって。
And then everyone turns into older sisters now and they go ara-ara.
ごめん。白ってさ、末っ子っぽい色してるなってずっと思ってたのよ。
色？何の？
魂の色が。見事な末っ子専用色なのよね、白って。
What is this cat-like girl trying to say? However, I wasn't afforded the time to deliberate on this matter.
ほう、姉とな。
I mean, Taiga. But
姉と申されては黙ってはいられませんな。
my Taiga would be an older sister if she wasn't so childish, I guess.
いや、俺は別に藤姉はちゃんと認めて。
私も正直、白は兄という器ではないと思っておりました。
黒いぞ、セイバー。いきなりぶっちゃけトーク開始か。
そうですね。妹では無理があっても、姉属性であれば。 待ちなさい。ただの豊島とお姉さんは天と地ほど違うわ。お姉さんは私。
イリアちゃんは節操なさすぎ。
I mean, I guess technically, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever been explicitly stated, but like Ilya technically is supposed to be older than Shirou, I believe, despite her younger body.
いつまでも騒がしいのですね。私が肩をつけましょう。
そんなと役者も揃ったところで、それではここに第1回エミヤ家姉キング頂上決戦を開催する。
They all go ara. Like this, the out-of-control banquet entered in an even more out-of-control second stage. The nights are long in autumn. If possible, I really like to avoid the third stage. What would the third stage be? Younger sister? Older sister? I don't know. Is he gonna go like mother, maybe? I don't know. That'll be the third stage. Mother.